Hey folks, tonight we're at the legendary Tampa Theatre for something really special. Drive-By Truckers' Southern Rock Opera Revisited. The album's a cornerstone of Southern rock storytelling, and getting to see it performed live in full, that's next level. Let's check out the venue and talk about what makes this night so exciting. Now, if you've never been to the Tampa Theatre, it's one of the most stunning historic venues in the country, and this is my first time in this place. Built in 1926, it's got that classic old school movie palace vibe. Ornate ceilings, vintage architecture, and an atmosphere that just makes any live show feel bigger than life. And for a band like DBT, who dive deep into the mythology of the South, playing a venue with this kind of history, well, it just feels right. So why is tonight such a big deal? Well, Southern Rock Opera isn't just an album. It's a full-on rock and roll epic. It dives deep into the rise and fall of rock stardom, Southern identity, and of course, the legend of Ronnie Van Zant. Seeing it live, start to finish, with the full band, that's something I've been waiting for a minute. Plus, DBT is known for bringing the heat live. Their energy, storytelling, musicianship, it's the real deal. If you've seen them before, you know what I mean. If not, you're in for a ride. Check this out. This place is unreal. You don't just come here to see a show. You come here to experience it. The acoustics are incredible, and I can already tell this is going to be wonderful. All right, we're about to head in and get settled. I'll be capturing some highlights and breaking it all down after the show, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments, have you seen Drive-By Truckers live? And what's your favorite track off Southern Rock Opera? Let's talk music. Now, let's get ready to rock.
want to do Southern rock opera again, and Cooley would say, yeah. Ubiquitous in how we lived and how we were thought of by the outside zip up to Tennessee or zip right down to Alabama. I got 350 heads on a 305 engine. I get 10 miles to the gallon. I ain't got no good intention.
Wow, that was everything I hoped for and more. At one point, the guitar licks were so smoking the fire alarms went off. DBT took us on a full throttle journey through Southern rock opera at the historic Tampa Theatre. See you at the Heathen's Homecoming.